Record. Hello and welcome to the IQ session. This is IQ, we call them an IQ session because it's all about education, no matter what form. And we run these every Thursday night for our members that are part of our at-home group package. Group, yeah, whatever. Anyway, and each week they range from different topics. But tonight is all about the challenge, which starts on Monday. Woo! 8-week challenge starting on Monday. That is Monday, the 15th of Feb. This coming Monday, less than a week, and we're super excited.
Very well, clearly. You were very excited. You did drum rolls and everything.
I did, and I'm talking fast and high pitched.
Hadn't even had a coffee.
No.
This is what I put up with every day.
Well, anyway, to those of you who don't know us, I'm Sheridan.
And I'm Matt. You didn't do that whole intro.
You didn't get the cue. And we're half of the team at FBFM. Or actually less than half, because we're going to include Kenzo and Louie, our puppy dogs that are always at the front door when you rock up as well. And there's also Tanya and Ash, and they're online too, which is awesome. But you will get to know us all throughout the 8 weeks if you're a newbie to us. But first of all, thank you guys so much for investing your time with us tonight. And thank you for jumping on board for the 8-week challenge. Super exciting. So we have lots to get through. So I'm going to shut up because I'll just keep talking and Matt's going to take over.
I am going to take over. Thank you. Quality control. So we're going to talk tonight about the 3 steps to making sure that this challenge is better than either your last challenge or the challenge before, or maybe you've done a previous challenge with different people. And we find that most people, when they enter typical challenges, they go in all gung-ho and they may achieve some great results, but at the end of that challenge, they tend to reverse it and either go back to worse than when they first started. So that, to us, is what we would call not a successful challenge, because the idea is that you're at the end of this challenge should be your new worst state of where you want to be, unless you reach your optimal body composition. Typically, when you're at the end of it, it should be, right, when the next challenge starts, this is going to be my worst photo that I take, this one right here. So what we've done is we've broken it into what we believe is 3 steps to making this, or 3 things you need to focus on to make sure that this challenge is executed perfectly.
I'm sorry, I'm actually going to chime in here before a little bit of housekeeping. I've muted everyone, but if you have any questions throughout, please post them in the chat at any point and we'll address them as soon as we can, and then we'll open up the floor at the end of the session as well. So this is going to run for about half an hour, just so you know. Sorry, back to you.
Okay,
3 things you were saying.
I was. And we're breaking them into those 3 sections, which we've got them into nutrition as obviously an important fundamental of a challenge, exercise, and then we've got what we call extras. And we'll talk about the extras at the end, but we're going to go through the first 2 together right now. And we're going to go through nutrition first. So obviously with a challenge, nutrition plays a big part. It's usually the one that most people have a lot of hang-ups with. They've probably made it a bit more complex than they want to. So what we're going to do today is we base our challenges based around calories. Now, the reason for this is that those numbers of calories represent your current weight. So right now, for example, I weigh roughly around 85 kilograms, which means right now, if all I ate daily was about 2,900 calories every day for the rest of my life, I would stay, regardless of how much exercise I do, this 85 kilograms. That number represents 85 kgs in my body. Okay, so this is why calories are so important, because no matter what I do, if I overeat and I eat 3,500 calories every day for a year, I will put weight on because I'm eating more than my body is at 85 kilograms. So why we do calories is so that it is easy to track, and it's easy to tweak, and it's easy to see when you get out of control or you're in control.
Well, the reality is that your body burns and it uses calories as fuel, and we eat calories for the fuel. So looking at calories is the simplest form to going for you to be able to pinpoint and get massive success without wishy-washy and kind of hoping that you're doing the right thing, because that's the currency of the body is calories. And I like to reference it to wage, and everyone understands money to some degree, because we get paid weekly or fortnightly, whatever it might be. If you spend all of that, you have no money left at the end of the week. If you spend more than that, you go into debt. And if you spend less than what you get paid, you end up saving. So we're just teaching you the currency of the body. It is calories. Now, ladies quite often have a negative idea around calories, because when the calories have been spoken about in the past, it's usually like not many calories. Whenever anyone's like, count your calories, oh, you can only have like 1,000. That's not what we're doing here. We're just going to show you how to understand it and go from there. Exactly. I'll stop rambling. Sorry, handball.
There's probably some of you right now who are probably sitting there going, I've done this whole calorie thing before, it doesn't work. And I've heard that before as well. Well, I'm sorry to say, but it does work. It is the only way it works is when your calories are in a deficit, which is why diets actually work. So you'll hear of people opening a new diet, be it like high fat, low fat, whatever their thing is,
keto,
all that stuff there. But the reality is that the reason they work is because they're in calorie deficits. That's the reason they work. So calories do work. You counting calories might have been what you got frustrated with, having to track everything. And quite often people, when they enter a challenge, are looking for someone to tell them what exactly to eat. You must eat the broccoli at 6 a.m. while facing the sun or waving your hand at the wind kind of thing. And they're waiting to be told the whole
every
step.
Time. Yeah. Works every time.
That's a surefire, guaranteed straight shot.
Only if you wave with your right hand though and you eat with your left. That's where people go wrong.
And that's where people get a little bit confused when it comes to calories. But the reality is that when you take on a diet and they tell you exactly when to eat and exactly what to eat and all that sort of stuff there, it's not sustainable because you're at someone else's diet plan. So it's like if Sheridan made it up and said, oh my God, I had these fantastic results because all I ate was broccoli. That sounds terrible. But if that was how she got her results and she believed it fully because she ate in a deficit and only had broccoli, she would have results. It's inevitable. You will have results if you do that. The challenge is she's not going to do it for the rest of her life because she'd have a stink bum and she would not be very welcomed in this house, that's for sure. It would just be too much and it's not sustainable. So that's a surefire plan to fail, because remember, at the other end of these challenges is deemed whether it's successful or not. So if you can continue doing it at the end of this challenge, then that's a success because you've changed a lifestyle plan.
Because anyone can do anything for 8 weeks. Reality is you could stick to anything. You could live off 3 hours sleep a night and just coffee, and you could do that for 8 weeks kind of thing. But that's not what this challenge is about. This challenge is about giving you a step up so that you can then head into the rest of your life in the body of your dreams, with the energy that you want, the performance you want, the health and fitness and all of that, by doing things that you like and enjoy the way you like and enjoy it, and that fits into your lifestyle. For example, Matt and I get up at 4 a.m. every morning and we don't eat till midday because our lifestyle and our work doesn't allow us to. But we're not going to tell you guys that you can't eat till midday, because if you love breakfast, then eat your goddamn breakfast. You got to do what works for you.
Yeah. So basically to really cut down the food, the nutrition, as complex as it needs to be, is that there's a number that represents our weight. And that number, if that number is consistently lower regularly, you'll have results that favor you. That's the inevitable part of it. And it isn't a hard thing to understand really. It's just as you're going to get given a number, we're going to give you a formula to create the number. And then that's your number target every day. So as a BAM, we call BAMs bare ass minimums. As a BAM, your target will be from your food will be to hit that target every day. Not undershoot it, not overshoot it. Just get as close to it as you possibly can, and reflect on the day accordingly, and then change it. So it's not crazy hard, because basically when you're doing a diet or something like that, you'll find that people go extreme. They'll look at it from a point of view where they'll go, or I'm going to do full paleo because the caveman peeps had it going on back in the day. Or they'll go, do you know keto's life because I love bacon so much, and someone said that you can get mad ass gains from having bacon. Or maybe you watch the movie and it's all about going, green and clean from the ground because save the animals and all that sort of stuff there. So we're impressed upon by all these other things, and we're relying on someone else to tell us. Or, some guy said you can't eat potatoes because they're bad, or don't touch bread because that will just send you over the limit.
Carbs will make you fat.
And all that stuff comes into the thing. The challenge is though, if you love those things and some old mate over here is telling you not to eat them, already you resent the challenge.
Yeah.
So this challenge is about how do you have all the things you love and still achieve all those results. So we're saying that you are going to be able, if you like these things, of course, you will be able to have chocolate. We encourage it. You will be able to have beers if you like it, and alcohol and all those things. 100% want you to do that. We don't want you to become alcoholics, but what we want you to do is to appreciate that you can have those things and still achieve results, as long as you understand that that magical number of calories is important. It doesn't mean you cannot have these things. It just means that you need to be aware of these things. And we'll teach you more about that in the sessions, when the challenge starts. But basically what we've found from our point of view is our dear old fitness industry, and we apologize profusely for the fitness industry, because everything has always been made so completely hard to understand, and no one knows what's the best way to do it. And so what we've done is we've taken all the rubbish and the complexity out of it, and we made it as simple as we possibly can, just so that you can be successful and enjoy the whole process without having to do 3 kgs of broccoli or kale. We hate kale. Like, God, you can pay us to eat kale. Like, we actually don't like
Kale is best with coconut oil, so it slides off the pan into the bin really easy.
100%. It's not on our to-do list.
But if you love kale, go for it. We'll just swap you kale for Kit Kats.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
100%. Any day of the week, we'll take a Kit Kat over kale. And that's the type of thing it is. But in the fitness profession, as you'll see everywhere, you got to have kale. You got to have kale and broccoli and all those sorts of things. And so
poached chicken. I don't eat chicken. I'd be stuffed.
And basically, once you find out how easy it is, it's almost embarrassing that you have made it so complex in the past. And it's not because of what you've done, it's what you've been taught from other gym industries or whatever it is and stuff like that. So basically, we just want you to enjoy the process is the best way to do. Yeah. So
because the way to get massive success is to not completely 180 and change everything that you do. No. It's to just make small incremental shifts. So like 2 millimeter shifts. So if you're teeing off on a golf course and you make a 2 millimeter shift, that can end up being 50 meters at the other end of the fairway, right? Whether you play golf or not, doesn't matter. That's a great golf analogy for you. I don't even play golf. But so that's what we're trying to help you here, is to show that what you're doing we don't want you to change what you're doing. We just want you to tweak what you're doing. It's kind of like if we go bowling and you put up those 10-pin bowling, you put up those safety bumper things on the edge so that you don't go into the gutters and it just taps you in. We're putting up the bumpers for you.
Yeah.
And we're showing you that you're on the right track, you're in the right lane. We just want to show you how you can target and like a sniper can, target in on your target.
And you've gone from bowling to snipers. Okay.
What is wrong with me? Okay, you get my drift. This is why
old American sniper over here.
But rather than like a machine gun and trying to that's a machine gun trying to get everything like snipers are precise. There you go, precise. Precision, that's what it's all about. Boom.
Wow. Okay, cool. All right, the reason that everyone, the fitness industry says that their diets are the best one. This is where everyone gets a bit confusing. But the reason they say that their diets and their fads are the best ones is because everyone's in a calorie deficit. So regardless of if they say their special foods are the right foods to eat or not, it's still just because they're in a deficit. So that's our first part of you, is getting to know your number in the right deficit. We'll give you that formula so you don't have to worry so much about that. But you'll see most of those diets, basically all they've done is taken tiny amounts of food. They tend to starve you for half the challenge. And you just can't achieve it because it's so aggressively in a deficit.
Well, you can achieve it for a short period of time, but then the statistics show that if you go heavy and aggressive deficit like that after the challenge, you'll put on not only the same amount that you lost, but more. So we want to avoid the bounce back at the other end. We want to show you that you can continue to get to keep walking towards your dream body past the 8 weeks of this challenge.
We call it stepping. We're going to step you down for 8 weeks and then we're going to control the drop and move you down and down. It's a really cool process. We love it. We're excited for it. And here's a really hot tip for you. The reason you eat the food you eat is because you like them. So why the hell would you get rid of them? That's the easiest way to put it.
And it's easy, it's comfortable, you know it. Like if you, I was going to do another analogy. I don't need to.
Hold fire on those ones. You're in the military all of a sudden. So basically the relevance to that right now is that it doesn't matter what Sheridan eats or what Matt eats. It's all about what you like that will determine whether or not you see long lasting results. And we want to see you see these results. So what you need to do is take control of the food that you have. So we're going to provide you guys with a heap of awesome recipes as part of the challenges. There's an amazing amount of food there that you'll be able to use or not use. It does not matter, but it's there for you to use if you're struggling for a bit of inspiration or something like that. They're all calorie calorie controlled, so you can apply those numbers off your numbers. Again, we'll teach you all that sort of stuff there. But again, it comes down to that magical number, which is the most important thing you need to know when it comes to nutrition. First and foremost is that calories at the end of the day are gold.
Yeah.
Regardless of if they're done the right way or not, as long as you hit that number. And you might have done it eating potato chips all day and gone, that wasn't a great feeling day, but I still stayed under my number. That's still a win. Eating potato chips all day and blowing that number out of the park, that's not a win. That's a challenge.
Because one thing we want you to take away from this challenge is there's no such thing as bad food. Like no such thing. There's too much or there's too little of food. That's all that it comes down to.
Yeah.
So you can eat your calories each day in Kit Kats. However, you just might not like the feeling you get from that. Your performance might not be as great, etc. We had one of our guys, Lee, in the first round of the challenge. He did his the first couple of weeks on pizza and beer, pretty much. He started to get he was getting lean and stuff, and the abs were coming through. However, then he noticed his performance wasn't what he wanted, and that kind of thing. So then he tweaked it from there. But you can still do this eating pizza and beer.
Yeah, 100%. And when you get your number, when you actually get the magical number that we give you when you work it all out, we get this question comes back to us a lot. They say, I couldn't possibly eat that much. Now, the reason you say that is because you're going one of two ways. Number one, you're either embarrassed by how much it is because you now know that your weight equals a certain amount of calories, and you see that number and go, holy crap, that's a lot. And you're embarrassed by it. So you go, I can't eat that much. That's impossible. I must eat less. The number we're giving you is already less. That's the scary part, is that you actually are eating more. And there's a reason for that. You'll understand more come the challenge when we explain stuff a bit more in depth. But all you need to know is that the number of your weight right now that we give you once you work out the magic formula will already be in a deficit. So the first part is they get embarrassed because of the deficit already. And the second part is that the challenge is they've gone super clean and green. They've cut all the chocolate, cut all the beers, all the wine, all the things they love. And they've gone pure out of the garden green and gone this direction. And if you do that, that's a lot of food. Healthy food is large volume. So it can appear like you can't eat that much. And you might not be able to eat that sheer volume of food, but that magical number, I promise you, is possible to hit. So much so that, to write down, to make it really, really simple, I say to people, have you had a Big Mac combo before? And most people have had one of those in their life. Chips, drink, and a Big Mac burger. The burger's not that big. It's quite small, but it's got 2 patties, so it appears big, but it's not actually that big. That's 1,000 calories. One meal, someone eats that without thinking, and they might even get dessert afterwards. They might even make it large. And that makes the calories go up again. So in one meal, you can blow it out like that. You can have a bag of chips, I know, is 800 calories. Who's ever done that? Sitting down watching a movie and just smashed a bag of chips and gone, oh, they went quick. And that was a snack before dinner or after dinner. So you've had 800 calories in a snack, and then you've had dinner already, which is probably well over close to 1,000 calories anyway. So all of a sudden you nearly had your daily allowance, if not over your daily allowance, in 2 simple little things. That is how easy, and that's how I know everyone can hit their number. And when people come to me and say that, I have to call bullshit on it, because everyone can do it. There's a reason we get to the weight we get to, is because we're so good at eating. We've got this crazy mythological thing. Or
we're good at forgetting.
Oh, yeah.
Forgetting that we've eaten.
Yeah, I didn't eat that, did I? And you find that we're going to teach you, though, how to understand and not go without. You can still have the chips. Like I said, I want you to have the chips if you love chips. Yeah. If you don't love chips, don't have the chips. That's just stupid. And that's the thing there. So basically, you don't get to be aware of it. You get embarrassed by it, and then the other people obviously have that feeling of that they can't eat as much because it's so clean and green. So we don't want you to go aggressive, and we don't want you to feel embarrassed. We just want you to go, all right, I'm allowed to eat this much. I need to figure out what that looks like in my food. So basically, it comes down to this part here from all you people that are in this challenge, which we're very grateful that you're doing. It comes down to you guys out there having faith and trusting us. Yeah. You need to take a leap of faith and go, all right, I trust these 2 crazy nutbags on the other side of the screen. Those of you that know us, we've already got credibility with you, and you know us, you know we're genuine, we're not pulling the wool over your eyes, we're not trying to take you for a ride, and you guys know that. It's the newbies that are out there, that's your first time. You guys have to take the leap of faith. The person that invited you on, if they're already a member, you have to trust in them that they trust in us. And we promise you that if you dive in and throw yourself at us, forget all other challenges that you've done, all information you've been given. I must only have 1,000 calories. I can only have 700. I'm not allowed to eat after 12 o'clock. All those stupid things you learn, get rid of them and just put your faith in us. I promise you, you'll see a different side of it. And I know there's some influencers out there. Instabook's going to throw you off the guard because they're able to see maybe Chris Hemsworth out there eating a big goji berry, and it's been dried up and packaged in all the right ways to make sure that you can have the perfect look like him. And he recommends them, so it's got to be good because he's Jack Daz, bro. Okay, this sort of stuff happens on Facebook, and the challenging part with that is that it's misleading you down the path that's not right for you. So we're asking if you can trust in us this way and forget all the goji berry secrets and all the stuff on the side and just...
I'm sorry. Did you say bagoji?
Yeah.
It's just goji.
I know it is, but I'm making bagojis. I also said Instabook. It's only Instagram and Facebook. Okay. I've merged some links, Sharon.
Okay.
Are you all right there?
Yeah. Okay. I heard the first time. I was like, no, I just heard it wrong.
I'm just merging some stuff. Okay, cool, easy. So I'm going to summarize it really quickly. Number one, we're going to give you lots of yummy recipes, breakfast ideas, lunches, snacks, dinners.
And these are optional.
Yeah.
These are, because if you get up and you have peanut butter and banana on toast every morning and you bloody love it, don't you change that. No. You keep to it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Awesome. Remember, we're going for long lasting change, not just a temporary fix.
Yeah.
We could say to you, all right, easy as strip it down to 1,000 calories for the next 8 weeks. And that's all you have every day. You're going to have massive results,
100%.
But you're going to hate us. You're going to give up. We're never probably going to see you again because it was stupid and it's aggressive. And it does not last.
You put on double the amount of weight on
so
the
stupid.
side.
So we're going to get rid of that habit. We're going to teach you a different way. You're going to eat lots of like yummy things. We're going to give you all those recipes. You can use them or not. It doesn't matter, but they're there for you. They're amazing. We all have a magical number. Number two, we all have a magical number, and our goal is to make sure we hit that number every day. You don't want to undershoot it. You want to hit it right on the spot, as close to it as you possibly can. We'll give you the formula to create that number when you receive all the information, which I think comes on Saturday.
Yes.
Saturday, you'll receive that in the email. So keep checking your emails if you haven't been. Number three, you just need to trust us, please. You just need to know that we earn your trust if you don't have it, if we don't have ours already, sorry. And we'll do the best we can to make it happen. All we ask is just give us a chance and see what happens. I promise you, you won't regret it. And number four, food is meant to be enjoyed. You eat the food you eat now for a reason. Yeah. Don't change them just because you're doing a challenge. I want you to go, oh my God, I can still have this stuff and I'm going to see results.
Yeah.
It's exciting when you think of that. It's just exciting. It's just embarrassing to think now that you're eating them and you're not happy with how you feel right now because you're maybe just eating too much of them. But we're going to teach you that. You don't have to change a heck of a lot. You just have to be aware of a lot more.
And then trust in the results that we've posted photos of, because you've seen some incredible transformations of people that are all different sizes, shapes, ages, etc. So trust in that.
Easy. Number two, this is the second part. We talked about the first part, nutrition. That's a big, important part. It's hard for people to get around, their head around. Number two is exercise. This is really important as well. Again, another very confusing topic about what is right and wrong way to exercise that our industry has made very confusing. So we're going to break it down to 3 easy little bits. First question we often get is, how often should I train? Short answer is daily. You should be moving every day. The whole I need a rest day analogy needs to be replaced with I need a break from the intensity of my training. Okay, meaning that you should go out and at least walk as a BAM. Then when you go out for a walk, it would need to be a bit longer though. However, it needs to probably go for about 45 minutes to an hour because the walking intensity is lower. It takes a long time. So the idea is how often? Daily. Okay. Next up, remember we live in very sedentary lifestyles, especially with all the COVID deal. We've got a lot of people working from home. In this day and age, we're busy people. We can't misplace being busy. We can't misplace busy for physically exhausted because the benefits of exercise far outweigh the inconvenience of feeling stressed out by the kids or stressed out by work. So commit yourself to get something done for you every day.
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds daunting, I know, and I promise you that it can seem that way. But Adrian, in our first challenge, he was really great. He's a busy man, he's got a family, all this sort of stuff there.
He was top 3 winner.
Yeah, he placed for sure. He did 4 minutes of exercise every day.
That's it.
Got his nutrition in check and did 4 minutes of exercise every day. Did our daily BAMs, we call them. So bare ass minimum, everybody should be able to commit to 4 minutes. Everyone's got 4 minutes in their day. You can say, I don't have an hour in my day. I don't have this in your day. And I'd say, I could probably find it, but I'll let you have that. But I bet you got 4 minutes. And if you don't, there is something wrong with your planning. Come and talk to me and I'll work out where you're going wrong.
Well, there's 1,440 minutes in a day. If you can't find 4 of them, I'll just go back over here.
So basically, but he saw amazing results. He got really lean, his abs, everything started coming through. It was phenomenal. And he did 4 minutes of exercise. It suited his lifestyle.
And
really
he's
cool.
over 40, so it's not like he was a young kid that you think would have an incredible metabolism.
Exactly.
He was over 40.
Exactly.
With a family.
Next question is, when should I exercise? Short answer, whenever it suits your day. Okay, there's no right, wrong. There's no must be in the morning, must be night. It's whatever suits your lifestyle. Again, you may hear a similar theme here. You are in control of this. We are not going to tell you what to do. We're going to give you all the tools for you to construct it. Okay.
We'll give you suggestions, but you got to make it work for you.
We're not going to tell you when in the morning though. So just so you know. So we have these live sessions that work for some people, and those very same sessions that are done live online are then recorded, which you can watch them at your own time of the day. Again, another member, she was amazing transformation. Again, she placed as well. Kirsty, she had kids. She
3 kids under 3.
3 kids under 3. She has a husband who looks amazing as well. He did the second challenge. She had to juggle work and the kids and everything like that. And so she couldn't make the lives. It just did not work for her. So she did them at the convenience of her own day. So she would do them maybe 2 hours later while the kids are all eating. She'd be doing the workouts. So the kid would watch us on TV essentially, and she would be doing the workouts. And again, she saw amazing results, but she did it for her life. She didn't get upset that she could not make the lives. She just accepted that they weren't going to work for her, and she made the recorded videos make that work. And so instead of seeing obstacles, she just made it work. That's the best way to do it. Okay. Don't let the fact you may not be able to make a live session work. Just make the recorded sessions work in favor of you.
The benefit, like the plus side of making a live session is that there's an appointment. So if that appointment time doesn't work for you, so 6:30 a.m. or 5:30 p.m., then set the appointment at another time throughout the day that works for you to then play the recorded version, because it's as good as being live. It's just you're doing it in your own time, but set an appointment. That's the way to success for that.
Easy. And you still can post yourself sweaty selfies on there and everything.
Please, we want to see them.
Okay, next question. What's the best way to train? This is all to do with exercise, obviously. Short answer is, again, whatever the way you like to train. If you love hitting up the gym, then go get amongst it. If you love being outside, then great, go get a girl. If you would like prefer to be in the privacy of your own home, then we'd say whoop whoop, let's go get it. But love being out on your bike, then great. We've made some cycling workouts for you guys to do. If you like running, we've got running workouts for you guys to do.
We've got paddleboarding workouts. Like we literally have covered every type of activity that you would like to do.
Seasonally, rowing. Yeah. There's heaps of different things. So you're going to get given a plethora of exercises and workouts that you can use, and you can choose to use them or not. The thing is that is going to set you up for success is how you plan that week and what does it look like, okay? So really simply to summarize this part, we're going to move through because we're running out of time. To summarize this part, for exercise, your component, you need to move daily. Number 2, do it at a time that suits your lifestyle, not what Matt and Sheridan are doing the times at, unless that works for you. And number 3 is choose the exercise that you like to move the best. Okay, so if you love, like I said, if you love going to the gym, then get a gym session and make sure that's ticked so you feel good about going to the gym. If you don't love going to the gym, then don't go to the gym. It's pretty simple, okay? Whew. Number 3, this is the big one. This is the one that we noted by the winners. We've had, this is our 3rd challenge. We've had 2 winners so far. This one will have another 2 winners in this challenge. But both winners of the last challenge did this, what we call a secret sauce.
I would actually say 14 of the, because there's 14 place getters over the last 2 rounds, and all 14 of them had the exact same secret sauce.
The approach, yeah.
This is what we call the extras. This is the 3rd pillar, the extras.
The extras. Oh my God, this is the best part, I think. And it's even. Oh, what's the best way to explain it?
You're building it up. Just go.
Okay, cool. Awesome. It's all the extra stuff like what you're doing right now. It's attending the IQ sessions on a Thursday night. If you can't make the IQ session, these guys, I didn't even realize the winner of the last one, Mons, I spoke to her, said, oh, what was your secret? What did you do? And she goes, oh, honestly, I just made sure I made all those IQ sessions. I checked all my emails every day, every week, made sure I was up to date with those. I got on Facebook. I made sure I was up to date with what was going on. They threw themselves at all the other things outside of nutrition and exercise. And that's what got them in, because what you don't realize is the IQ sessions and all those bits and pieces that we do post are designed to give you strategies to get through pieces of the challenge when we get stuck, when we have a bad day or a bad moment, or the kids flip their shit and then it's all going out the window. And there's just ways for you to get through that stuff if you throw yourself at these extra bits. So it's those people that do that have the amazing results, and they're long lasting, and they re-enter the next challenge and have more amazing results because they do the extra stuff in their own time if they can't make these sessions here. And that's the difference between whether you make it through or not, is are you get prepared to do more than what you would have typically done in previous challenges. And if you've done challenges before and you found that you've dropped out before the end, then you're lacking strategies that hold you to get through to the end. That's why we host these IQ sessions, is to teach you ways to deal with those things when they approach your life. We all have days when we're not happy with our partners, and that can be enough for us to not exercise or make a bad decision and reach for the chocolate block instead of the chocolate bar that you've been so disciplined with because you're in a foul mood with the other person. See, there's a strategy to overcome that. That person's energy should not affect my day because I'm pissed off with Sheridan or something like that. It's designed to teach you how to get through that without resorting to old habits, because typically when we're under stress and in an environment we're not happy with, we'll resort to eating. That's typically, or drinking or drugs or something like that. We'll have a vice that we go to, cigarettes. And the idea is that you don't go to those things when life gets curly. It's like, no, we're going to give you a strategy to punch through it so that you can get through it with smiling, so to speak, is the best way to put it. So the secret sauce, really simply put, is attend the extras. The IQ session on a Thursday night.
Really
7:30.
dive in, fully immerse yourself in it.
Yep.
Because we haven't just put this stuff to make you busy. We've put this stuff in because there's a reason for it.
100%.
It's the secret sauce. It's the winning formula.
This is that leap of faith we were talking about before. It's the trust that we need you to give us. Is the reason we put it in there. It's not like Sheridan said, it's to fill it. It's designed to make sure that you guys succeed at the other end.
Yeah. Cool.
That's it.
Awesome, cool. So there are the 3 parts to the challenge. Now, for newbies and stuff, what's included for you in amongst your registration? Obviously, the entry into the challenge. How do we judge this? It is a transformation challenge. So we judge this via photographs. So you got to send in a photo every week, and we will judge the first photo and the last photo as your transformation. Now, this isn't who gets the best abs. This is who has the best transformation. So first of all, chuck out your bloody scales, because we don't care how much you weigh. Your weight has no value on your worth. Please know that, especially ladies, we tend to get caught up on how much we weigh and how much we think we should weigh and all that kind of stuff. So scale,
about that for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's coming out tomorrow. Scales do not mean a thing, and they are not counted in this challenge because they should never be counted. So that's that first part. To win, there's a winning female and a winning male. Both of them will receive $1,000 cash each. They receive 12 weeks personal training, FBFM tea, entry into the next challenge. The lady will win a hair transformation with Kirsty Elmsley, which is over $150 worth of value. She's actually my hairdresser. Love her. She's amazing, and she's donated that too. And some other bits and pieces as well. You can win now, though, by referring a friend. If you refer a friend and they join the challenge, then you go in the running to win 14 meals done by Market Day Meals. They do amazing, beautiful, fresh food. That will be drawn next week. And then also there's a chance to win a $100 gift voucher from a heap of businesses that you get to choose from. That's if you pay it forward. Now, I've got some beautiful people online now that have done this, where they've actually sponsored someone else's entry fee into this challenge to pass on to someone who would love to do the challenge but just can't afford it right now. It's been a tough 12 months for a lot of people, so the beauty in this is amazing. The people that pay it forward will then go in the draw to win a $100 gift voucher as well. So they're immediate wins, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Big wins at the end. Awesome. Now, so we judge based on your transformation, which is based off photos. There'll be a detail on how this is done, but you'll send a front shot, side shot, back shot. Now, just so you know, these photos are not looked at by anyone other than myself, and from start to the last week I only look at them just to make sure that you've sent them through. I'm not looking to judge, I'm not looking to do any of that. Then Matt will get to see just your before and your after at the end, just so that we can do the judging together, but he'll only get to see a small portion of you. I kind of narrow it down to like the top 10 and we go from there. So that's the way it's judged. What do you get? You get access to our FBFM at home membership, which is all of our stuff that is online. So you can do this from anywhere at any time. You can do it from your own gym. You can do it from home. You can do it at the park. You can do it wherever, whenever. We run live sessions morning and evening, 6:30 a.m., 5:30 p.m., Monday to Friday. They're all recorded and all posted for you to be able to replay at any point, plus a heap of extras. But that's kind of like the kind of basics of it, really, isn't it?
Yep.
You get access to the FBFM, the IQ sessions, which are these extras. You get every week we put out a new recipe video where I actually show you how to cook stuff. There's heaps of that kind of thing.
Yep.
There's going to be a lot of support. So this is one thing I really want you to understand, is that as a part of this challenge, if you're struggling, please reach out.
Oh, yeah.
We've got 4 of us trainers here that are so desperate to make sure that you succeed and you get those results and hit those goals that you want to achieve. Now, we're going to be reaching out to you, but if we haven't gotten to you yet, please reach out to us. I'm literally opening up the door, opening up the communication window to say, reach out, let us help you, let us be your support crew.
Yep.
And we'll also be giving you the option to have an accountability buddy too. So we'll be giving you the option to opt in for that accountability side of things as well. We'll pair you up with someone and you guys can keep each other accountable, whether it be, checking in your daily calories, that you've exercised each day. You guys work out where you need the accountability and where you need the support structure.
But that's also what the Facebook group's for. So it's
Yes.
a private group. It's only for the challenge members. So you'll know people that are in there that are active and that sort of stuff there. So you can share in the group. The idea is that everyone wants everyone to succeed. Even though we want you to win, individually win, we still want everyone to win in their own journey, regardless of the result at the other end. So the idea is if you're struggling, put something in there, but also not have it doesn't have to always be downers. Put the good stuff in. Oh my God, I had a great day. I made it through the week and I hit my numbers every day of the week this week. It was really cool. I sat down on Sunday. I made sure I was prepared for the week, all that sort of stuff there. So instead of making it so that you only sort of throwing stuff in there, bad stuff, not bad stuff, so challenging stuff in there, put the good stuff in there too, because the reality is that supports someone else. You go, oh my God, I did that too.
Yeah.
And then people like and share and reward that stuff for happening too. So, which is really, really cool. Yeah. So the challenge is designed to make you all win.
Yes.
And then at the end of it, the job is so horrendously hard to judge the winners. It's always so close. It's like hard.
Yeah,
it's so good.
It's really hard.
One last thing, sorry,
yeah.
really quickly. The photos that you do the first and the last, but we want you to send in weekly. There's a reason for that. Every week you'll post a photo. They're only judged on the first and the last.
Post by, he means sending into an email account, which is called transformation@fbfm.com.au. So it's literally
Submit,
just for those photos and no one else has access to them.
And the reason for that is so that when you have one of those days when you're just like, oh my God, this is just not working. It's not fair. Oh my God. We say to you, if it's week 5 that you have this breakdown moment, we say, pick up week 1's photo and then compare it to week 5's photo and then go, oh, is it really not working? Because you'll know, there's someone just right. You'll know for certain that it's going to be a massive transformation, because you can compare to when you first started, which is when you were most unhappy. And this week 5, you may not be unhappy, but when you compare back to week 1, all of a sudden you get perspective and you get some real grounding and you go, actually, I'm okay. That's why scales are stupid, because they can't tell you that.
Exactly. So we've had a couple of questions come through. Remember, if you've got any questions, now's the time to post into the chat. It is not too late to join. You can join up until midnight on Monday night. However, you'll be like 12 hours behind everyone else. So it's not too late to join. You can join up until Monday. The cost of joining the challenge, if you're a current member, it's $60 one-off fee to register for the challenge. And then if you're not a member, you haven't joined us, it's $169 to join, and that'll cover everything for your 8 weeks leading up, for your 8 weeks ahead of you. Most of you have our details. If not, you can access us through our website or our Facebook page. Most of you probably have my number or something like that. It's accessible off the website. Please reach out if you have any more questions. If there's something that we haven't answered for you, if there's something you're a little bit confused about, you're going to get a heap of information sent to you on Saturday. So Saturday, you're going to get all your nutrition stuff. This is kind of like the bulk of the challenge. You'll get everything there so you can plan ahead, plan your week in advance, plan the to 8 weeks out, whatever
Yep.
works for you. Then on Sunday, you will get all the other bits, all your workout, all your exercise stuff, all the guides and that too. You will receive, there'll be emails going out daily and twice daily over the next couple of days, just to make sure you're really up to speed. If you haven't been receiving those, please let me know so that I can resend them to you or get them to you somehow. There's been about 4 or 5 that have gone out so far. But we're here to help. I can't stress that enough. Yeah. We're here to help. We're not here to set and forget. We want to get you through this. So please reach out. Let us champion it with you. Let us be your teammate. So that's pretty much all I've got.
I'm out too.
If there's no other questions, please feel free to write it in the chat box now. We are going to let you guys go and enjoy your Thursday night. But we're super excited to kick this bad boy off on Monday. Get ready. You're about to learn a lot. And yeah.
Yeah. And if you've done previous challenges, like the last 2, the cool part is the people that have done them back to back look better than when they went back to their day one. And they compare it to now, they're still better than when they first started. So they haven't gone backwards. So they're winning. Excuse me.
Too many ciggies. Nah, he doesn't smoke. It was a terrible joke. I'm really bad today. I think I need food.
She needs food.
All right, we're going to cut me off. Okay, if you guys have anything else, please reach out. Yeah. We're here to help you. We're super pumped for you. So excited to have you join us. We love you. Thank you guys so much. See you later.